In this video is addressed to my twin flame, Shia. Hi, Shia. For those who's watching, I thank you for watching. Anything I say in this video may or may not be true, cannot be used against me. If you do, you'll be sued and sent to jail for trying to legally frame me. Shia, I am very relieved that you found out about what happened. However, I'm getting really worried that you're stressed out, but that you don't have enough information about what happened in the shed. So, this rapist that brought me to the shed. So this is what happened. I can't say every single detail, however, I am 100% positive. I didn't do anything with this criminal. And I told you, you don't really know how weird this full body possession was. So, the criminal was driving in my car. Well, it gave me directions to this place that we were going, that he said he wanted me to go to, and it was a shed. And I think what he had said was it was one of a shed he stays at and sleeps in because he was homeless. And Shia, just so you know, these criminals are all going to jail. I didn't do any illegal drugs with these criminals. I didn't do anything. And this is why I can say this on the internet, all these things. So they're going to try to use this video against me, and just looks like there's something wrong with me. So I thought this was really weird, and I was getting scared, and it was kind of creepy that the criminal did not tell me where he was bringing me to. So I get into the shed. Everything is complete. I go unconscious, kind of the way I went unconscious when I was younger. And those people, remember, would bring, and then they would jump in me, and then so control my body demonically. So I did not do anything with this criminal. I woke up flat on my stomach. I was flat on my stomach, which I never fall asleep flat on my stomach. What must have happened was the criminal probably rolled me on my stomach. I pulled my pants down, and so I started waking up, and the criminal was on top of me while my legs were completely flat straight out, and my arms were to my side, and I look back, and I can kind of see the criminal raping me. So I take my body and start going, like, kind of pushing him. No, not kind of. I was yanking him and pushing him off. So the criminal stopped. And then I ended up kind of going out of consciousness again, which was probably done on purpose. But then I know a few minutes later, or however long later, I wake up, I get up, and I leave. And the criminal did not stop me from leaving. So that's what happened, Shia. And you're going to find that what happened to me in 2018 with these criminals, it's the way that they approached me, the way that they approached me in different things and how things happened, very weird, very odd, very bizarre, very set up, very obvious. So I don't want you to worry, Shia, about that. I definitely have a lot of PTSD from it, and technically, it's not really the only time that I was raped. Like, that was the worst. However, all the other times can be considered is rape, was sexual assault. Because I wasn't in control of my body. Basically, in metaphysics, it's called a walk-in, where my soul and spirit was basically in the back seat, and the entity walk-in was in the front seat, controlling my body, and I was kind of like, felt like I was hovering, watching this whole thing happen to me, and there was nothing I could say or do. It's one of the scariest experiences of my life, one of the most torturous experiences of my life. And it's still kind of going on, this AI possession, but in regards to the walk-in entity, I can't say it's not even close to the type of walk-in possession I had in 2018. So, Shia, please don't worry. Please don't worry, Shia. Just know that they were not allowed, I never gave them any consent, and it didn't go any farther than with the other sexual assaults. I told you it was like kissing, not like kissing. They weren't, Shia, I didn't give them consent to do this to me. They were approaching me. This was all set up. They were assaulting me. They are going to go to jail for what they did to me, and it can be proved, by the way. I was forced in these types of situations. I was being brought into the woods. I had a knife pulled out. I had my property stolen. I had my car damaged. I had been brought into the woods a couple of times by several people, different people at different times, where they were going to kill me in the woods. You have no clue the amount of danger I was in. You still don't know the clue that I have danger in. And they're trying to, Shia, with this video, possibly attack you. However, Shia, just know, while these 25 criminals got a chance to approach me and assault me, torture me, try to kill me, I was forced to, these were all humiliation rituals. This was a pure humiliation ritual. This was a pure torture. A bunch of, most of them were all a bunch of people on drugs like meth that were talking. You can't have a sober person around a meth head. I was completely sober. It was pure insanity. It was dry. And I was just tortured, just sitting there having to listen to it until I was able to get them out of my car. And I was forced to drive them around to places. They forced me to drive around to places. They forced themselves to, and they sat in my car for hours until I was allowed to, and I just sat there with gas torture the whole time. I had to fly a homeless sign to beg for money. During these times that these criminals were assaulting my body, raping me, I was having to beg for money on the side of the street for these 10 months, while sleeping in my car, while getting frostbite and freezing 24/7 with improper bedding and improper clothing, while getting strokes and heart attacks, while not being able to get out of the car most of the time and gain up to 155 pounds, while being the criminal bird, while having AI possession, while having a walk-in entity, while getting repeatedly food poisoned. I can't even say some of these things on the video. While having psychosis, while they used AI weapons to push the feces in and out of my buttocks in the early morning hours and at all times of the day and night, and not allow me to go to the restroom, and not be in access to a restroom the time I was having, while driving around to find a restroom, to go to the bathroom, to urinate 5 to 10 times a day because of my bladder weakness and severe bladder torture, while being sexually assaulted by all of these synthetic AI public figures that were, I was being completely humiliated. It was these little pretend getting to know these public figure criminals, and they were assaulting and harassing me while talking out loud and laughing involuntarily for hours and hours at a time, including while I was flying the homeless sign to make me look like something, while not speaking to one single family member besides a few emails from my mom, and also being told if I do come back to live with my mother and my brother, I could be RAPED or killed. So that was a threat. So this was all happening while having full body AI possession, an entity take 100% control over my body, while I had to observe and take the back seat in my own body, while being forced to take and eat the food that I was given when I was flying a homeless sign. I was offered food and I was forced to eat it, even if it was gross, even if it was half eaten, while getting all kinds of street theater, all kinds of death threats, all kinds of harassment the whole time, while being placed in multiple situations, not just being SEX assaulted by 25 people. I had been forced to be in situations where I could have easily died. While getting stalked on, I had people stalking me. I had people spying on me. I was getting my computer and my phone hacked into. This was all while I was trying to be a professional writing our book, Shia. And this was all while we were telepathically connected, but I didn't know who you were. It was a weird, confusing connection with the CN that I could not understand completely and was not given enough information to understand, which was driving me insane. While I was getting extreme gas torture for hours and hours and hours a day, and anytime I went to the library to work on the book, I would get gas torture. So I had to sit cramped in the car and not move a muscle so many hours and hours and hours while trying to write the book, a lot of the time. While I had a husband, Shia, that knew me, but I wasn't allowed to know you until 10 months later. So Shia, I had to explain to you that 2018 was one of the worst experiences of my life. And don't worry, Shia. You're going to understand that it was 100% rape. I'm not a pig and a pervert. I'm not a prostitute. I didn't take $1. I didn't take any drugs from them. I didn't take $1. They were using me and making me drive around. I was forced to be around people that I would never in a million years be around. This was all set up and planned, Shia, for my death. And for your death. So don't worry, Shia. I know that you feel better, Shia, and I feel so better that I was able to tell you. I wanted to tell you, Shia, but I was told over and over and over that there would be corrupt cops that would try to frame me if I told you that we have protection now, Shia. Things are coming out, and that was complete organized crime. organized crime, Shia. And don't worry, Shia. Please just don't worry. Don't come up with any of these thoughts and ideas. These criminals are trying to use me to say certain words or things to try to trigger your thoughts into thinking things are true or not. You really have to, you have to trust me, Shia. And that I have AI possession. I can't tell you all the details and everything. So I love you, Shia. I just want to explain that to you. And I didn't feel like writing it in a post, and I'm not going to put this on Instagram. I'm just going to put it on YouTube, Daily Motion, and Facebook. So just relax, Shia, and rest. I'm really glad I was able to tell you, Shia, because that was bothering me so much. I think they were lying to you and trying to make up these stories, Shia. Make up these stories that I was in serious relationships with these people. I never hung out with any of those 25 people. Out of all those 25 people, I never hung out with any of them more than a few times, Shia. They were not my friends, they were enemies. I was getting severely tortured. I've always been an introvert and a loner. I've kept to myself. People never wanted anything to do with me, and they never approached me like this. It was so bizarre. And it was completely not my choice. It was out of my control because of the AI possession. There's probably... Yeah, people never approached me, Shia. It was really, really weird, and it's going to be proven. I've never spoken, hung out with 25 people in my life. I was always very secluded and always had one or two people to talk to my whole life. And I could not understand why they were all approaching me. I'm not a friendly person. I'm not a sociable person. So... And Shia, they were all female entities that were murderously jealous of me. You're going to find out, Shia. You're going to understand. And I think you understand a lot, and telepathic supporters are helping you understand. It wasn't acceptable. It wasn't acceptable that that happened. I was near death, tortured, practically dying, freezing to death, trying to just make a few dollars to eat food. Psychotic, wasn't able to collect anything at the time. And it was all assault and rape, Shia. And it can be proved. It will be proved. And it wasn't, the excuse was you couldn't possibly find out. That was not how it was supposed to be worded, Shia. That's not how I didn't say that. That's not how I meant to say it. You were going to find out. I was told I wasn't allowed. There's all kinds of excuses not to tell you on the internet. However, there's lots of excuses as to why I'm not saying things to you on the internet. So, and this has caused a lot of problems because this is proof to you, Shia, that it was set up. It was set up for my death, and it was, and you were being lied to the whole time. So I'm going to talk to you tomorrow, Shia. I love you, Shia. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you so much, Shia, for watching.